Yeah, no. I don't... Ooga booga? Ooga booga. Words that I cannot even begin to start talking about. Because I am so angry. I am all angry. Holy crap. I'm so mad. I'm so unbelievably pissed. Words cannot begin to describe the anger I feel. The anger I have inside of my soul. The words, man, the words. Hello, peoples. You should be able to actually hear me now, because I'm not going mental. Right. We're all good now? Yeah? I don't have to mess with any more audio stuff, right? Nah? I'm good? Okay, sweet. Alright. Augments. So, yeah. Everything I said up until now has been lost to the sands of time. But I've been basically just explaining away things. If you've been reading, you know what's going on. So. Augments. Mechanical devices. Exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. You put a fire quartz in, you get fire out of it. You put a wind quartz in, you get wind out of it. You put a water quartz in, you get water out of it. So on and so forth. So all mechanical things in this universe, it's augments. Augments do it. But we got battle augments. Got battle augments. Battle augments are different for everybody. So basically, augments are weird. Everybody has their own augment, like each playable character. So, actually getting... I wish this was Minecraft. Free me from this RPG hell. No, Arts are magic. Put fire quartz in, get fire magic out. Boom, bang, done. Capiche, capoodle, kapaf, kapoopy. Problem solved. Each quartz has a different value. Stronger quartz have higher values. You need a certain value of quartz to cast things. For example, a normal healing spell takes 1 water quartz. A stronger one would take 4. I'm so sad I've been talking to myself for 30 minutes. So you're not going to be able to get the effect of a quartz until you install it. But some characters have certain slots that can only install certain things. Which is confusing. But we'll get to it. Shreya's basically just gave us some stuff so we can do things. So. Modify / trade. Slot is these things. If you do not have an open slot, you can't install any quartz. And you can see Joshua's open slot says time quartz only, so you can only put time quartz into it. Onto quartz themselves. There are quartzes of each element. We have earth, water, fire, wind, time. Okay. Joshua can only use time, so we convert 20 times Sepith, which you can see on the left side, into an Action 1 quartz. What the quartz does is listed in the blue bar at the bottom of the screen. I'm pointing to it in real life and none of you can see it. I am a moron. Anyway. Attack increases your strength by 5%, but defense is reduced by 5%. HP increases health, defense is defense, yada yada. Evade is evasion, all the stuff. So now if I wanted to equip an augment, you can see that if I hover over the quartz, different orbal arts pop up in the thing. And on the top right, you can see the first line, which is orange, and the second line, which is blue. Which is related to which slot I'm hovering over. So basically, I have one water element on both lines, which gives me access to Tear and Aqua Bleed, because they both require one water quartz to obtain. It's kind of complicated, but this is really the simplest version of it you're ever going to see. It's going to get a lot more harder and a lot harder to understand the later on we get. It makes more sense some point in my head. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah. As I said before, Bracer Notebook explains what elements you need to make what magic. It also tells you what quartz actually exist. There are some special quartz that have multiple elements in this game, like Scent, Eagle Eye, Haze, Cloak, and Heal. But you won't be finding those for a long time, and they aren't craftable. So if you miss them, you can't obtain them. So it's important to keep your eyes out for all of the special quartz, because it's all important. There's a bunch of tutorial stuff in here, so if there's still something you don't understand, the game does explain what it means. Anyway. The game basically just explains that you want some defensive arts casters and some offensive arts casters. So you want a good mix of arts. You also want to increase your slots, because right now we only have one. So now we get enough Sepith to open up slots on characters. So I'm gonna look really briefly at what magic I want to try and get. Probably gonna want to get Aerial as early as possible, which requires 4 wind quartz. And Estelle is generally going to have an easier time with slots, so we want to give the first slot increase to Estelle. We will unlock all of Joshua's slots eventually, But for now, Joshua's pretty much just going to be a physical attacker. He's not going to do a lot of arts casting. As the game explains, Estelle's main slot isn't limited to an element, so she gets a lot of diversity with picking what arts you want. But as she gets later into the game, you're not going to have all of the really high-tier arts on Estelle, because she just doesn't have the long enough lines for it. And here comes the test. Not the Johnny test, just a test. So there's no sense in worrying about Estelle just completely forgetting tests. And now we're being dragged against our will. Ah! Anyway. Our years of training have culminated in... jumping into a hole. Well, it's about time we got into the actual gameplay of the series, now that we've been tutorialed for an hour, and I've only been talking for half of it. So, we need to search through the sewers and find the contents of a chest, which has been placed in the sewers. The layout's easy peasy, but there are monsters in our sewers for some reason, and nobody has exterminated them yet. Why? So the monster guide records information on monsters, so if we have an information quartz, we will be able to tell what the enemies are weak to, but if you fight the same enemy enough times, you will also get that information as well. It tells, the book then records what the enemies drop, so if they drop any kind of quartz, sepith, items, and their elemental weaknesses. How much HP they have, how much EP they have, although how much EP they have really isn't important a lot of the time. Anywho. Into the hole. So we have a save station here. You can save wherever you want on the map, which is a godsend for a JRPG. It's really easy to just pick up and put down if you want to. However, these healing stations show up less and less the further into the game you get, so take advantage of the free and easy healing you get, because you have to pay for it at hotels, and with these you don't. Anyway, enemy. Monsters can't be seen from far away, they become clearer as you approach. So if you walk into the back of a monster, you get advantage when you start the fight, and you get to attack first. If you walk into it normally, like this, nothing special happens, but if it walks into your back, it gets the first attack. Anywho. The blue tiles are how far we can walk, and the arrow shows where we'll end up if we choose to push the button. The game will try and automatically path you towards an enemy, like so. But you can also move manually as well if you want to. This is a first tutorial fight, so the enemies are just gonna kind of take their sweet time and not do anything while we beat them to death. I am gonna be speeding this up, so we're not just sat here for like a couple hours poking the same enemies to death.
That's that then. Let's move out.
So you gain 10 experience, and the Sepith gained at the end of a battle depends on what you fight. We got 4 Earth, 2 Fire, 2 Time. Oh no, 2 Space. Sorry. Black is Time, white is Mirage, and the yellowy color is Space. Alright. Yep. So some enemies are incredibly evasive and can't be hit with physical attacks easily. As I will try and showcase if the game lets me. Whiff. So you need to use arts labeled attack, and then target the enemy you want to hit. You can still hit them with physical attacks occasionally, but it's not likely. So using arts is generally the best way of getting through these encounters. Got full Mirage and full Wind. Alright, so crafts are gained by building up the combat points meter at the very bottom of the screen. The game is highlighting it now so you can see it. You get this by attacking or attacking enemies or being attacked by enemies. And they allow you to use crafts. Estelle's first craft, Morale, just gives allies a damage boost. Which I believe stacks with other damage boosts, but I'm not quite sure on that, so you'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Dual Strike is what it says. It attacks twice. And the enemies are going to start fighting back. We are on Nightmare, so the enemy's going to hit like an absolute truck if they do hit. Estelle is really slow. Joshua isn't. Joshua is slightly squishier than Estelle, but, you know, he's weaker in other aspects. Joshua works sort of like a glass cannon, and Estelle can do whatever. Anywho, here is a chest. Not the one we're looking for, though. Also, chests have unique dialogue whenever you open them. There's an achievement for finding all of them. I still don't have it. Anyway, briefly gonna walk back to the save station to heal, because God knows I'm gonna need it. I'll be using Turbo to move faster to make things easier, or take less time, I suppose. Just to get through more of the game in more streams. If you don't want me to use Turbo mode, let me know. But I think it's better off for just saving time and not sitting in a battle for ages. Joshua just explained an S-break. Or not an S-break, an S-craft. So the game gives us some combat points. And if we attack an enemy, you see that animation play. And then the circle is filled with red. That means that you can perform an S-break, and then if you hover over the thing, you'll see arrows pop up next to it. Press the action button.
Here I come.
And you get a neat little animation for it. You can skip them in this game, but every time I've tried, I've never actually gotten the attack to go through. So take that with a grain of salt. Fortunately, the sewer rats aren't actually that hard to deal with. I'm gonna conserve Joshua's S-break for something later, but you will get to see it eventually. Joshua is really good at keeping their combat points high, because they attack multiple times, and every attack you do gives you more combat points, so...
Piece of cake.
Joshua is generally going to be keeping his combat points very high and just attacking really fast. And Estelle is using hers as more of a supportive character. Anyway, I'm going to walk back to the health station. And now I'm going to get into the tactics menu a little bit. Battle position lets you change where you start in a fight, and I'm going to move both characters to the far back. For a reason that we will get into in a moment. Nothing down here. And here's the final enemy we have to deal with. Yep. So this goes over the turn order bonuses. So it doesn't matter if a enemy or an ally gets to use the turn bonus, the effect still applies. So you can see the small row that's being highlighted by the game now. The heart icon means that the character will generate 10% of their max HP. The Sepith icon that's at the bottom of it right now is you get more Sepith from the attack. And the reason why I moved both of my characters to the back is because it's going to take the enemies longer to reach them, which means that I'm going to get more chances to act, and I'm not going to get swamped. Here they come. So I am casting Clock Up with Joshua. And Estelle is casting Aqua Bleed. Clock Up decreases the time you have to wait between your turns. And Aqua Bleed is just a water damaging attack. It is very possible that I just die, because Nightmare Mode is very difficult. But hopefully Joshua can avoid enough attacks that it doesn't become a problem. Using items takes up less time than attacking, or casting arts, so using items to heal is a worthwhile thing. The early game in Nightmare Mode is very difficult, so expect me to get knocked on my ass a couple times. Joshua is sandwiched into the corner right now, which means enemies are going to have a harder time attacking him. The moth clusters are not too big of a threat at the moment, but the dirty rats are going to start racking up damage very quickly. So you want to take them out first. The one at the back's just kind of waiting. Oh, yep. There we go. There we go. Nightmare mode, kids!
Come on.
Nightmare mode is full of boosh. Gonna attack, and with the morale boost, that is just enough to kill the rats. The moths can be ignored. The rats are the main concern at the moment. The rat is probably going to attack Joshua, so I'm gonna use his S-Break. Steal the turn that will give me extra Sepith. S-Breaks can get you out of a sticky situation where you would otherwise be totally screwed.
We're good to go.
I'm just going to speed up through this, because we are basically fine now. Joshua is way faster than Estelle at the moment, so Joshua's CP is going to be the thing getting used the most. Anyway, we can just start advancing on the enemy now. And it shouldn't attack us unless we get in range of it. Or it's not going to attack us at all. That's weird. Okay, I guess that's just a bug.
That's that then. Let's move out.
So, 8 earth, 4 fire, 5 wind, 4 space, 5 mirage. We're going to be looking out for specifically fire, water, earth, and wind, because those are the ones we're going to need to expand our slots, which we need to have to get all of the cool magic that is going to break open the early game like an egg. The F word, flunk. So if there were a real job, the boxes belong to the client, and if we open them without having good reason, then we'd be screwed. And that's pretty much the tutorial dungeon for this game. We're gonna need to do a couple funky things when we get into the first actual set of missions, but for now, that's the basis for how game work. So good work. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, so we got the real boxes. And if we messed with it, we would have been screwed, so Joshua saved our buns, once again. So we pass. Something that simple would be a problem. Yeah, still that's rich. So what's in the boxes? We will find out. So now I have to go learn how to report assignments. I still cannot believe that we died in the sewers. That is terrible. It's not great. So we resolved the situation, and the secretary to get there, show us as capable bracers. Hurrah. And now we get paid! The payday is glorious. So we need to walk up and talk to the guild receptionist, and then report. And we get shown how many bracer points we get. And how many jobs we have completed. So I completed it without running into any issues. And depending on how you handle a job, you might get an increase in payment. So, if you do some bonus objectives that the quest doesn't tell you about, you get more swag. Good luck finding out what they are without a guide. So, BP gives us bracer points. And then the more bracer points we get, the higher rank we are. And every time you rank up, the guild will give you something neat as a reward. Most of the time, it's good equipment, but sometimes it is quartz. Some of the special quartz that you can miss out on. So get all the BP. Get all of it. Or I will find you. Alright. Oh, the whip. I don't want the whip. Scheherazade is not my mommy. So from now on, we are... young bracers. Oh boy. We get a junior bracer emblem. And we are now qualified as junior bracers. Oh boy, the fun begins. Jesus Christ, Estelle, you're going to deafen someone. Alright. Thank you, thank you. Alright. So, anyways, that is the introductory segment. So Joshua kind of lets on that Estelle doesn't know everything about her dad man. And now we can go around basically doing whatever. But we do need to go and get our dad's paper. Estelle is the best damn thing since sliced bread, kid. What is your beef? For girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business. child. I am now a full bracer. Get wrecked, kid. Got him. A high pony. And then Pat's just being a generally nice kid and Luke's a jerk. Yep. Can't even embrace till you're 16, so I guess that does confirm they are 16. Because they are the youngest bracers in the area, so... 16 it is! Haha! The age conundrum from the time where my microphone wasn't being picked up is resolved. That's embarrassing. Train at his secret base. I feel bad for Pat, but not bad enough. It's a boy thing. God, I wish I had a secret base. God, the Pokemon games are not what they used to be. Anyway, we need to go get Dad's paper, because I almost forgot about that. Hey, you got the paper, 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 paper. 100 mirror. Excellent reporter and camera woman, who have done a great job reporting the latest news. I'm supposed to be running a story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration, so the Queen's birthday is coming up soon. And we got a free sample, we got a recipe book. If you just limit yourself to healing bombs, your wallets are going to explode. So, he gives us the most broken item in the game, the recipe book, which lets you get infinite money. We'll get into the infinite money thing later, but the recipe book lets you get infinite money. Eat this cookie. Nom nom nom. So when you eat food, you learn the recipe for it. Basically, eat all the food you find, fill in that recipe book, and then break the game. So, the recipe book is basically key to not breaking the bank in Nightmare mode, because we will not have a lot of money. And the money we do have, we need to split up into buying armor and weapons, otherwise we're going to get absolutely steamrolled. So by selecting the recipe book, it shows all the recipes. Sit-down meals are the ones that you need to use from the menu, and to-go meals can be used in battle. That's the distinction between the two. You can buy ingredients or get them from monsters. We'll be getting into buying ingredients later as we make 1,000,000 money. Anyway, he didn't actually take any of our money when we were getting that paper. So the more you know. Anyway. Checking the recipe book. It's blank. Let's go fix that. So we can go to the bar and buy the wholesome pasta. And then we learn the wholesome pasta recipe. So you open the book, there it is, wholesome pasta. So it heals your whole party for 180 HP outside of battle, which is very useful. The things that we want to buy at the moment are flowery sodas. Carmine eyes aren't useful. Flowery sodas are, because 250 HP this early when the healing items cost 200 and only heal 200 instead of 250. It's a good deal. Regardless, now that we have the recipe, we can go back home. Oh wait, cripes! I'm forgetting something. I'm glad I have I am glad I have footnotes for this. So before we go home, we need to speak to... not this one, this one. This man. This boy? Boy. And get the first chapter of this novel, Carnelia Chapter 1. If people request it, I will read all of the Carnelia volumes when we get them as a complete thing on stream, because that sounds like fun. That sounds like a nice thing to do. You also need all of the Carnelia chapters for something very important at the end of the game. So I recommend gathering the Carnelia chapters as soon as you can, because there may be a point where you can't get them anymore. So, with that over and done with, we can officially head home. Now that we have Dad's newspaper. Damn it! First stop by a book, now this. What is it? Is that home? Yeah, but he's gotta go. Two kids we just saw running off. Yep, we know them. And they ran off to the tower full of monsters. Stupid kids! Scheherazade is out on bracer work at the moment, so Scheherazade can't save the kids. And now we have to go and save the stupid kids who just dissed us. Because we are the goody two-shoeses. So, we need to go and get the kids back from danger. Fun stuff. This is the first real quest, so I'm going to make a save here. I suggest you do as well. And the kids can be found by going through this exit. I'm not going to do that yet. I think there's something else I can do first? No. Okay. Well, now we have to go this way. Alright. So, Malga Trail is the first dungeon, technically? Not so much a dungeon, more as a trail, heh. Not in the sky, though. So, most early fights boil down to using Morale on Joshua, and then using Dual Strike with Joshua. We are so lucky that missed, or Joshua would be dead. I love this game. Flying felines are kind of evasive, so Joshua's the only one who's going to be reliably hitting them. Should be able to take them out if Estelle doesn't whiff. Excellent.
Cool.
We are quite limited on how many times we can heal outside of battle, though, so it's important to be vigilant and not get into fights you don't need to be in. Speaking of fights you don't need to be in, I'm going to equip Attack 1. And we're gonna fight this thing. The Lily Mover. These enemies attack from a distance using their seeds. However, we have ranged attacks as well. And it's 200% weak to fire, so it takes double damage and melts.
Piece of cake.
Just gonna wait for this feline to turn around. Never mind. This is bad. Encounters like this are the ones you want to run away from in nightmare mode.
Come on.
Because 3 enemies doesn't seem like a lot at first, but when they start attacking for half of your HP, it can kind of become a problem. This one is charging, which means it's going to use a strong attack. So we should take that one out first. Like so. And then we will use a Tib Arm. Estelle's CP is less valuable than Joshua's, so she's gonna steal the turn.
Here I
Bonk. Feline misses, and now we can just finish it with some basic attacks. Let Estelle get the kill, or Joshua's gonna steal it,
Good to go.
because I misclicked. Oops. We want to get all of our SP used up, or not SP, EP, sorry. Because our EP is going to be refreshed completely when we level up, and so is our HP. So we want to use as much of it as possible, now, while we still have it.
Alright, we're good to go.
Getting some ingredients as we progress down the trail. This is quite dangerous. So running from encounters gets easier the more you do it. It starts out with a 50% chance to escape, and the chance goes up every time you try and run. Why do I keep doing that? So we're gonna change battle positions and move them both forward. So we can get a better attack on this group of enemies. Yep, that's what we were looking for. So Joshua crits, and we'll almost take the enemy out. And then he can just attack this one normally. Beeline misses. Plant misses. Plant misses. Very nice. Estelle is going to attack with Firebolt. And Joshua's going to move back to help with a feline.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. Reviving Bomb. Crit from that thing shouldn't kill me, but it might kill Estelle. So I'm going to use Estelle's turn to move her away from the feline. Going to heal Joshua. Dual strike to make sure it dies. And then Estelle can Firebolt to finish. Fights in Nightmare mode are very hard.
Piece of cake.
They both level up. And now their EP and HP is reset, but the CP stays the same. save again, now that we're at the end of the trail. And on the right is the path to Malga Mine, on the left is Esmela's Tower. I'm gonna go to Malga Mine first. Not because there's anything important there, but because you want to get all the chests in each area before you progress. Estelle can Fireball. Joshua goes for another Dual Strike. And Estelle Firebolts again. Big damage. Not to worry though, I can keep moving Estelle out of range of the kitty. And Joshua can handle it. There we go.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Red Insectos. The enemy is incredibly strong for this early, but it does give you Wind Sepith, which you really can't find a lot of right now. So it's very important that we do actually manage to kill it. So wait for it to come back. Because it is stronger than us, it will just engage us no matter what we do. No matter how we approach it. Dual Strike. Ready, just in case this doesn't kill. Okay. It lived because I skipped the S-Ray. Gosh, diddly darn it. Make sure Estelle gets the XP. As annoying as that is.
That's that then. Let's move out.
You really want the Sepith from this, as hard as it is to fight at the moment. This batch is slightly easier, unless you miss. So I'm gonna farm out some CP just by entering the fight and leaving again. And I'm just gonna keep doing this until we get a favorable turn order. Okay. Now we should be good to go. Dual Strike, Fire Bolt. Normal attack. Fire Bolts.
We're good to go.
Let me check. Oh, no, 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 no. Now that we have eaten it, that should be added to our recipe book. There it is. Bear claw and maple sugar. Damn it. Uh-oh. This is really dangerous.
Come on.
Please tell me a morale boosted Sever kills. Damn! Damn it! Okay, miss. Yes! Don't miss. Yes! Yes! Okay, we're getting very lucky.
We're good to go.
Have her back up. I don't know if that's far enough away. No, it's not. Oh, man.
Alright, we're good to go.
This just doesn't get easier. Estelle is down, so we do need to be careful. So we're basically just gonna sneak past the enemies. Sneaky past the enemies. Grabby chesty. We get the white bracelet, which is going on to Joshua immediately, because if you can't see, you can't hit anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. There is demise. And now we just keep praying for whiffs.
Not now.
Whiff Fest USA? Nope.
No.
Okay, how many times is Joshua gonna die? Horribly.
Not now.
Come on!
Not now.
I'll give it one more shot.
Not now.
No. The more you retry, the easier enemies get, so you can eventually just retry spam your way out of hell. Is it fun? No. No, it's not. Is it a valid survival tactic? Absolutely. So we get to the mine. There's not really anything here because it's like, this is the entrance, so it was ask you to leave, yada yada yada. If you do manage to hike all the way up here, it'll be worth it later. So basically, we just need to hug the wall and make our way back down to the city without being murdered in cold blood by an Insectos. There we go. Because if we get back to town, we can use the healing point in the sewers to heal for free. Which is something that makes this possible. Oh dear.
Not now.
Well. There we go. I've only been beaten to death like 8 times. This is a wonderful day. Truly. So we need to head back down to the sewers. And rest. This fully restores your HP and EP and is vital to playing this game early if you do not hate yourself. Check how much Sepith we have. We need some green. What monsters drop green Sepith? Let's check. Moth clusters. Okay, so we're gonna go find some moth clusters. There's one. Hey!
Flying pool.
We're getting remarkably lucky with how many times we hit there.
Alright, we're good to go.
Joshua should be approaching a level up soon. We have 23 wins, Sepith. Oh, let me heal before we leave. Hello, rats. Goodbye, rats. Ow.
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay. So we now get access to more arts because we are proper bracers now. The ones that we are going to gun for specifically are Impede. And Blind. But we won't be able to get any Time Sepith for quite a while to come. Unfortunately. You can get hit 1, but 1 Mirage doesn't actually do anything in this game, unfortunately. Check the Bracer Notebook. What are we looking for? So we are probably going to want to try and get aerial as fast as possible. Sylphan Guard is very important to have as well. Which is why we need to get Impede as fast as possible. So we have to get another 7 Joshua, I know. We have to go get another 7 quartz. So we're gonna go get that from the moth clusters now. Wow, I was getting really lucky with this earlier, and now I'm not. Damn. Alright.
Alright, we're good to go.
Joshua levels up, and we get 6 wins, so now we have enough. Heal at the station, and then let's go back to town. Damn it! Out of my way, you silly rats. Bonk.
Alright, we're good to
Well,
go.
we have the S-Craft now, so that's not terrible. Gotta go do the stuff. Nope. I require Impede. There we go. Now we can get Impede and Evade, and now that we have 2 Wind Quartz, we get access to Sylphan Guard, which is going to make the early game a lot more possible and a lot less painful. Video games in real life are the awesomest. No, I wish I was good enough to speedrun this. I'm terrible. It's the longest slow run you've ever seen. I am using turbo mode to make my life easier. I think the no turbo version of this game's speedrun clocks in at like... time. I think it's 5 hours? I think it's 5 hours. I could be wrong on that, though. I don't remember. Average time is 5 hours, anyway. So, seeing as we got our asses kicked going up here last time, we know where to go now. Just this way. I wonder who emptied that chest. It was I. The chest thief! And I missed. Because of course I did. Double bonk. And done.
Alright, we're good to go.
I literally just grabbed that. Wow. Queen Advisor. I'm glad to hear it's going well for you. I'm about to mop up the stream once I get to the next major stopping point. If you got time to talk about it, then we can. Oh, I'm gonna get kitty kicked into oblivion. Ow! Oh, it's gonna do it again and just throw. Okay, neat. Just don't miss. Yes! Oh, your math starts in 15? Yikes, dude.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Ah, well. Good luck with your math, I guess, homie. Anyway. Next time I pick up streaming, we're gonna head into the funny tower and do the funny things and save the silly kid who walked into the Tower of Death. I know the stream started off rocky, but I hope it ended up coming out well. I'm gonna hate editing this into a video later. Ah! Oh yeah, I'm about to end the stream. Yeah, I was just finishing up. I've been going for like 3 hours-ish. Including all the tech stuff I had to set up. We can talk later if you want to.